Hello and welcome to another video on the Nerdy Brit channel. And this one is special because it's an in-person collab.
Yes!
We have the wonderful Fraser Oliver back on the channel. Did it?
Yeah, it did. I don't usually scream, but I'm on a collab with you in person, so it was worth killing my voice for.
And also, today we're going to be talking about something we both really enjoy, which is musicals. So we're going to have a look at the West End, what's coming back, when it's coming back. Just gives us a chance to talk about some musicals. So we found this website, so it's just going to give us the reopening dates. Some of these dates have happened. So, for example, these 4 on the screen right now, 3, maybe 4, fuck it, are returning on 20th. So they've already returned. Everyone is talking about Jamie. There's a new film coming out.
There is. I'm excited
about that. That's one of those where I'd see it if other people were keen. It's not really one of my favourites, but the film might get me into it.
It's one where I don't know a lot about the show. I've listened to the soundtrack a handful of times, but not enough to know fully what's going on. I've sort of listened to it out of context, if that makes sense.
Now the next one, this Les Mis stage concert.
Get in the bin, in my opinion.
I'm getting into Les Mis.
I like Les Mis, but the stage concert.
I genuinely don't actually know what the staged concert is compared to just Les Mis itself.
It's less of the story. It's basically just the song, the best. As far as I'm aware, it's the best songs, no story, no context.
What, not even acted, just sang?
No, acted with the characters, but not, in context of the show.
I wouldn't see that, because I'd rather just see Les Mis.
As far as I'm aware, that might be entirely wrong, but as far as I'm aware, that's what it is.
Now, the next one is 6.
In the bin, in my opinion.
It's a little bit of a guilty pleasure. I wouldn't actively choose to see it or
the music's okay.
Actually, I don't think 6 is too bad. I've kind of jokingly slated it without really giving it a go, and now I've kind of listened to it through.
It's okay. It's all right.
Play that goes wrong. I think they do these as little BBC things.
They do.
I've seen a couple of them. They're quite funny.
Yeah, I quite like them. I'd quite like to see it, actually.
I would probably see that. I think that's quite fun.
Yeah, given the chance, I reckon I'd see that.
Bearing in mind, quite a few of these now are looking at dates where they won't have to open socially distanced. So already we're probably looking about a month away for a lot of these.
Yeah. As of recording, obviously.
As of
recording. I don't know when you're watching this.
Hairspray.
I love Hairspray. That's a guilty pleasure for me.
Hairspray's so class.
Love Hairspray.
I want to see Hairspray live.
I'd love to see it live. It'd be so good.
Heathers. Heathers is just the basic teen
Get
musical.
right out of here.
But then I have my own basic, vaguely teen musical. So, the Be More Chills, the Dear Evan Hansons,
Yeah, but Heathers is I don't know. I just can't be dealing with it.
Some people are 6 people and Hairspray people. Some people are more like Dear Evan and Be More Chill people.
Yeah.
I'm one of the first, but to be fair, I probably haven't really given Heathers a proper shot, to be honest.
I have.
I just don't want to go to the fucking candy store.
I have given it a chance and it's shit. Cinderella, is that...
That is...
Andrew Lloyd Webber's new one.
That's Andrew Lloyd Webber's new one, which...
You know what? I'm up for that.
I'm seeing.
Are you?
I am seeing that.
Exciting times.
Me and another ginger as part of my family. She won't be watching. I probably haven't told... I've told her about the channel, but I don't think she's subscribed.
Outrageous.
Me and another ginger are going to go see Cinderella.
No.
Overall, I'm quite excited for that. Though I'll probably make a video on Cinderella because it's a new musical.
Yeah.
So I'll be hopefully one of the first to release a video about my genuine thoughts. I am seeing that mid-July, so you'll probably get a video around then. And guess what?
I'm going to see this.
I have seen Joseph before.
I have
seen it in Bristol, where we are, and I am seeing this version, mainly because, again, that ginger mug, I forget. I feel really bad for forgetting the name. One of the original, Jason Donovan?
Jason Donovan, yeah.
Jason Donovan, who was one of the original Josephs, is now going to be the Pharaoh, and obviously so as my ginger companion loves.
It's a bit dust. Sorry about that.
So she really enjoys Joseph. She listens to the Jason Donovan version. So we're going to go see that. That's going to be
I do like Joseph.
class.
Come From Away, massive fan. I'm going to see it, actually. I really like Come From Away.
In that same theatre trip with my ginger companion, that is the third and final
I love
one.
it. I'm so excited to see that. It's so good.
I've never seen Come From Away before.
I haven't. I love the soundtrack, and I'm really excited to go and see it.
I'm looking forward to seeing Come From Away. That's going to be
Should
great.
be good.
We should organise a theatre trip together when we have money.
We need to.
Maybe next summer, when our channels have made lots of money.
Yes, and when we are big YouTubers.
Big YouTubers.
When we blow up at uni.
We're going to pay to see 3-4 bits in the West End.
We'll do it. Anything goes.
Right.
I'll give or take.
I genuinely was considering getting tickets for Anything Goes, and this is why, is the fact that it was recently announced that whoever was doing Anything Goes isn't doing the run anymore. And
wanna see?
Sutton Foster,
Yes.
who I don't want to say originated because it isn't that she originated the current Broadway revival, is now doing it before she goes to Broadway and does Music Man.
Is.
Which surprisingly, which twice I've tried to see Sutton Foster because I was going to go to America this summer when Music Man was going to be running, and I was going to go see Music Man on Broadway because that was Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster.
Can you imagine?
However, I can tell you the exact dates because I am going 21st, 22nd, 23rd of July. Come From Away, I'm seeing the 23rd, which is the day after it opens.
Right.
Anything Goes, the only day I was going to be able to book it for was the 23rd.
And you were seeing Come From Away.
I wasn't seeing Come From Away yet, but
you had to choose between?
Because it was the opening night.
Yes.
It was the opening night.
It
It had been announced. It was pretty much all sold out.
I got you.
Because it's Sutton Foster.
Oh.
And if there were tickets, I probably would have picked Anything Goes just for Sutton Foster.
I don't blame you.
But
the next one,
we decided Come From Away. Also, I don't think it's going to be on here because I don't think it counts.
Yeah.
In June, in just less than a month, there is a Doctor Who West End thing called Time Fracture that I'm also doing. There wasn't, as we saw in June, there's really not much opening. I was going to go see theatre when I went to London this time with the missus. But we couldn't really, so we decided on Doctor Who Time Fracture, which there'll definitely be a video on, because this Doctor Who theatre, of course I was going to make a video on that, come on. Phantom.
Fuck off.
Returns 27th of July.
I
can't do it.
I can't deal with it. A lot of people like it, and I get it's a classic. I get that. I can't deal with it.
I cannot sit through Phantom.
That's why I've tried to. And don't go. Did you watch the right version? I've watched both of the films.
If someone offers me free tickets to Phantom,
yeah.
I'll come.
If someone's like, I'm going to Phantom, I've got a spare ticket. I'm not going to say no because I'd like to see it live.
And also, I don't live in London, so I've got to. And
Pick and choose.
It isn't feasible for me to go to London. And just to like see one show. When I go to London, I'm gonna see theatre.
So you got to pick and choose
my theatre.
And Phantom doesn't make the cut, I'm afraid.
Neither does Jersey Boys.
No, Jersey Boys I can't be dealing with.
There's
Lion King.
Girls our age like Jersey Boys. That's what you need to know. Lion King.
I've seen that.
I want to see.
It's good.
Very expensive.
Very good. I got a free ticket to it.
You did get a free ticket
so
in Bristol,
good.
not the West End.
Yeah, in Bristol, but it was phenomenal. It's everything you'd expect it to be, and more. It's phenomenal.
The Mary Poppins.
I hate it. I love the film, but the musical is not the film, and that's the mistake people make. They're like, "I'm going to see Mary Poppins." What on Broadway? Yeah, it's not. It's not the film. It is a completely different story. Which is outrageous.
I don't know enough about it.
All I know is that it's not the same story.
Lovely bit of how. Now I genuinely have a story about Hamilton in the West End. So I was booked to go last summer. To see Hamilton. I mean, Hamilton's one of like the iconic musicals, so it was one I really wanted to see. Couldn't go because of the COVID virus. Then I think we booked for this summer. Now I'd like you, Fraser, to get so on the screen it tells you welcomes audiences back 19th.
Have I got to guess when you booked for?
When was I booked for?
I'm going to say between the 15th and 18th. Somewhere. I'm guessing you're very close to that date.
I was booked to see Hamilton on the 18th of August. No joke. I am not lying. I was booked to see Hamilton on the 18th of August.
That's outrageous.
Luckily, I am now seeing it, I think, literally 1st of September.
Right, okay.
Before I go to uni,
Yeah.
we managed to rebook it, but I was fuming.
Yeah, that is outrageous.
Especially because for about a week I thought I didn't think it was going to be next summer. I thought maybe like next Easter or something. But
Fair enough.
now, Paul Scudder's worst nightmare.
I
Back to the Future.
don't
musical.
like this new thing of taking something that isn't a musical and making it a musical. Only Fools and Horses is a musical. Why? Why? I've listened to it. It sounds
listened to
alright, but I just don't see why you've done it.
Whereas I thought, oh, nice concept. I listened to Only Fools and thought, well, it sounded awful.
Really? I haven't heard anything of Back to the Future though.
I thought the version of because I love the original sitcom.
Yes.
It's a sitcom sort of.
Sitcom. It is something.
Sitcom-esque.
Can you call it?
But like the way they do like the version of like the opening song and like, the ending song together, I thought was class.
There's a moment like about halfway through the opening number where something happens in the music where it seems to blip, and that part, it doesn't sound like they've mixed like whatever they've done. It just sounds strange, and that was like that sort of put me off. I was like, I don't know what you've done there, but it's really jarring, and it was strange. But other than that, it seems like quite a fun musical to watch. I'm sure it's like a musical for non-musical theatre fans. In that sense, it's like a musical that anyone can go and watch, whether you're a fan of musical theatre or not.
But Back to the Future, like why make that?
There's no need.
Why?
No need.
No need.
Honestly.
Mamma Mia. We have both seen that in the West End.
And it's very
good. In the Novello.
I liked it.
I enjoyed it. I didn't think the actors were good enough.
The film's good. The film's better than the cast we saw. Who was the one that was very straight? Oh, the cast. Harry looked more like he'd be Sam. Like he looked way too cool. And I was like, Harry, like that's Colin Firth. He's meant to be the nerdy one. He looked so cool.
And the Sam couldn't sing.
No. I get Pierce Brosnan's not the best, but
the Bill characterisation was very good.
Donna was strange.
Or
was it Sophie that was strange?
Donna was great. Sophie was poor.
As it was either Donna or Sophie that just didn't work.
Frozen. I'd watch that.
But I was meant to watch it on Broadway.
Broadway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were. Classic little New York trip.
But I happily watched that. I think it's the problem with Frozen. It's a great film, but it was overplayed. And
okay, Wicked's coming back.
Never seen Wicked. I've had trouble getting into Wicked.
I would see Wicked.
I've watched it, but I haven't listened to the whole thing because I can't get into it. I'm afraid that's just how it is.
Matilda.
I
saw Matilda in the West End. I reckon like 7-8 years ago. That's one of those school trip ones. There used to be a musical of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on the West End that I watched.
I don't like musicals that are majority children cast.
No.
Because children on stage just annoy me, to be honest.
The songs just aren't great.
No.
Then we're getting into November.
Drift.
I'm not sure why, unless these theatres are being used up by other ones, I'm not sure why these are coming back so late. Especially
Drifter's Girl, I don't know.
Especially Book of Mormon.
Love Book of Mormon.
I love Book of Mormon. If it was on this year in the West End, I'd want to finally see it on the West End.
I've seen it 5 times. That's meant. I saw it on the West End for my birthday. I think I saw it 3 times in Bristol last time, and I saw it on West End again at some point. It's a good show, great show.
Bring On, I wouldn't personally bother with.
Not a clue. No, I'd rather not.
Is the end of the video.
Look at that.
I hope that kind of showed our opinions on the West End just generally at the moment. Are you guys booked to see any shows? Are you thinking about seeing any shows? Even if it's more like touring ones. I'm quite interested.
Just go for it.
So drop us a like and subscribe to him and bye.
Toodle Pip. So you got to do this late.
You always say Toodle Pip.
I do it all the time, and I don't know why, James, because it stresses me out.